What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Emotional, and guess what?
I'm back, and I'm better than ever. Got a neck.
And we are back at it for another reaction video. This is May 26, 2025 off of UPCHURCH channel. We have to go ahead and dive straight into it. Like, comment, subscribe. Now, baby, let's vibe. Hit the button, baby.
Well,
Here we are again.
we're living in weird times, fellas. Socially, we're living in a fucking echo chamber. Politically, we got one guy trying to explain a backwards puzzle in the midst of a fucking out-of-control circus. And at this circus, you have people working their ass off to put the fire out and show you where the fire came from. On the other side of the circus, you have some motherfuckers with gasoline and matches trying to start more fires. Now, I don't know about you, but if I'm going to a circus, I want to be relaxed. I want to eat some popcorn, laugh, and have a good time.
I just avoid them altogether because clowns give me the willies.
Enjoyable circus anymore. We're more like the fucking freak show. I know it's cliche to say common sense ain't common no more, but
Back.
there's a very rapid, fast-moving divide right now between people who got common sense and people who don't. Here's what's going on right now. You have the common sense people have dialed more into their common sense, and they're looking around and they're seeing oddities, and they're researching these things, and they're sharing their research with people and trying to see what they think about it. And people are starting to put two and two together all over the world in all kind of different areas: politics, music, entertainment, podcast, you name it. And then on the other side, you have your non-common sense people who have fallen deeper into their unawareness. So deep into their unawareness that if they even hear something slightly shocking or even a little bit out of the norm, whoever they seen say it, they attack the fuck out of them. Why? I think they're scared of what they're hearing. I mean, let's be real. With all the stuff being uncovered in the past few years, if you're just now coming into this, I could see how you'd be freaked out. I mean, it's a lot of shit. I mean, I hate to break it to you, but whether you're scared of it or not, it's still gonna be there, so might as well join the conversation. I wouldn't advise sticking your head in the sand and just going la 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 and just hope it goes away. Some of these
I ain't gonna fake it. When it come to that whole thing, bro, it's one of them things when you really start to pay attention to stuff, it really throws you off. I know for me at least. When I really started paying attention to stuff and really started like researching stuff and doing, you know what I'm saying, like seeing what was going on and like really just like paying attention to stuff and trying not to, what's the word, put my head in the sand, try to act like it's not going on. It was one of them things where I'm like, bruh, this is really what's going on. And then the thing is, when people try to defend it, that be my thing. When folks try to defend it, I'm like, no, I can't stand when folks try to defend stuff that truly actually shows what they're saying is not true. Like, I hate that, bro. I hate it.
conversations that have been going on like the Sean Ryan show, you know, people who have the balls to talk about some real shit that a lot of people don't want to hear because they can't handle it. And I'm not saying you can't handle it like as in trying to make fun of you. I'm just saying, bro, it's time for all the people who just want to yell and scream, just stay out of the way. If you don't want to input your ideas and describe why you disagree or whatever, then just stay out of it. Get out of the way. Move. If people could get on here and talk and have actual debates without 100,000 freaked out people just screaming at the top of their lungs, you might see some shit that you've been asking to see. I'll give you two quick examples. The Epstein list. If everybody keeps yelling and screaming for the Epstein list and making all these fucking conspiracy theories about the Epstein list, do you know how hard it is to see any real information about who could possibly be attached to Epstein's list? I mean, damn, you got podcasters that are dedicating hours to researching and following paper trails and, you know, seeing people's relationships with each other. They're talking about it. And then you have this wave of conspiracy theorist people who come along and they're like, that you're not right. That's never going to happen. Because you're fucking paranoid. And really, you're just projecting your own emotions. I understand you don't want it to be real. No one does. But you can't just sit here and attack everyone for saying something that kind of scares you. Well, one, it's discouraging to the people who's trying to find out stuff for you. And two, you're muddying the water that's already muddy water. Another example of a main topic that's been talked about lately that people are demanding to know about is UFOs and aliens. Whether you want to laugh about that or not, that's up to you. But they're talking about it in the Senate, in Congress.
Really? I didn't know that.
I'm sure you've seen the congressional hearing on UFOs. I seen that a lot of people that watched it also were like, I don't fucking understand what they're saying. It don't make no sense. Some of us do understand what they're saying, but you can't hear us because either all the yelling people who are calling us conspiracy theorists, by the way, the actual conspiracy theorist is the motherfuckers who yell and scream and demonize people like myself and then go make a crazy ass fucking theory up. That's the conspiracy theorist. That's why they conspire to theorize about us and make us into something that we are not. That's a conspiracy theorist. The person looking into the shit is an analyst or observer. Somebody who's looking into all aspects, observing everything about it instead of just stuff that don't scare them. Just saying. But here's the thing. The same exact people that are freaking out and attacking other motherfuckers for talking about it, the scared ones who can't handle it, are also demanding information they can obviously not handle. If you're freaking out over something that a YouTuber is saying that possibly could be true, possibly not be true, what do you think you're going to do when the government tells you, well, what you're scared of is absolutely true? And I know what you're thinking.
It seemed like one of them situations where it's like people don't really like the truth for real. That's what it sounded like to me. It seemed like it's one of them things where I'm the type of person, like, if you can prove what you're saying, I'm going to hear you out. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you can really give me a good, like, PowerPoint presentation and show me, like, why what you saying makes sense or why it's a good idea, I'm like, okay, let me see what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, it's some folks, they'll say something and it just you can kind of just tell just off of, like, I don't know, just like the approach. It just doesn't, it's like, I don't really want to hear you because of how it's more so the delivery of how people say stuff. But it's like, honestly, if you can prove what you're saying to be true, I mean, I don't see why I don't know. I guess it's just like you said, like, it's just sometimes people just don't feel like hearing the truth, personally. But anyway, because the truth hurts, and the truth is hard to deal with. Like, you got to be a certain type of person to be able to be a certain type of honest. You know what I'm saying? Because folks really ain't trying to be that honest if you really want to talk about it, especially when it involves them and what they're comfortable with.
What you're gonna do when the government tells you, well, what you're scared of is absolutely true. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, well, they're always going to go against each other and disagree, and this one's going to say it's true, and this one's going to say it's not. Okay, well, what if the new administration that is out and all this shit, what if they say it's true, and then make the other ones tell you what they done? What if they both tell you it's true? Then what? Exactly. You don't know. You don't want to be wrong. But I'll tell you this, personally, I think, if y'all ever want to find out anything, a big-ass group of y'all is going to have to be a little bit more open-minded and stop being fucking paranoid. Because in the same breath, you're kind of ruining freedom of speech.
Oh, Lord.
And anybody can speak, but speaking and a speech is different. Talking out of your ass is not giving a speech. And while we're on the topic of giving speeches and talking out of asses, and there ain't enough literate people to even begin to do that. I'm sitting over here watching people bitch about not having Epstein's list and not hearing about UFOs. And
what is that anyway? I want to see what that is. Like, what exactly is that? Like, because he's mentioned it like twice, I think it is. Like, what exactly is that? Hold on. Okay, I'm back. So I had to check and I saw what was the thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say 100% because I can't because of YouTube. But it's like, is that really? It's like, because I seen like Pop King was on there. The president was on there, and those are just the main two I remember off Dome. Oh, and another what if y'all are in the Family Guy, what was it? I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world, like that one. And it was like, really? Like, it'd be a lot going on with these like higher up people if that stuff is really true, bro. That's a lot going on. I ain't gonna fake it.
Ain't enough literate people to even begin to do that. I'm sitting over here watching people bitch about not having Epstein's list and not hearing about UFOs. And there's not even enough people putting together that, what do you know? Sex trafficking and UFOs
Okay, so it was
involve the same exact terminology. Abduction, alien, illegal children. But come on now. We've even had military people come out, high up military people come out and say, I've seen a vehicle that had UFO capabilities and it was picking up containers of humans. And they still won't ponder the terminology being the same. Stupid. I understand it's way more pleasant to believe it's a fucking futuristic creature you've never seen fly around in something you've probably never seen. That would be exciting. But at the end of the day, the term alien is still an undocumented human. That's what we have seen with our own eyes. And most sex trafficking operations is busted by traffic stops. Well, UFOs don't exactly sit in traffic, now do they? Now add the special operations dude in there saying, oh no, humans drive those. That alone is a talking point. Because now if you're open-minded about the terminology matching between sex traffickers and aliens, and you listen to what I just said, and you go back and watch the congressional hearing again, well, you might hear something this next time that didn't make sense last time. What do you think the purpose of Project Bluebeam would be? Exactly.
I ain't never heard of that.
Aliens are definitely real, futuristic, crazy space aliens. Those aren't humans driving that. What are we gonna do? If
Makes me think about
were
Men in
on
Black.
Earth, they would look just like you. Why? They can't look different than you. You'll fucking kill it. They would think different than you, and they would see things different than you, and their DNA would probably be upgraded. Because look around. People are getting pretty fucking stupid. Okay, bye.
Okay, so I mean, me personally, this is just me. I don't think the thought of like aliens is just that. I don't think that that's that crazy. That's just me. Because it's like, I look at it from the standpoint of, why would it just be us? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would God just make us and that's it? You know what I'm saying? Especially when there's a bunch of stuff that we haven't even got, places we haven't even gone to. So it's like, it's just one of them things. I'm like, alien thing don't really surprise me. Now the Epstein list, I was kind of like, is that real? But it's just like, again, it wouldn't shock. Like, just kind of going off what it was, what little bit I read. It wouldn't shock me if like some stuff was real and stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it wouldn't shock me if some of the stuff was real. You know what I'm saying? But that's a lot. I'm thinking about it here though. Peace, baby. Lay out.